Hi, I'm Kyle, and welcome to Ask Your Elders. On today's episode, we interview Gerardo, an 86-year-old barber who's been working at the Cardinal Barber Shop in Palo Alto for the last 43 years. We talk about his journey being born and raised in Cuba, moving to the United States, and finding his home in the Bay Area. I hope you enjoy the interview. Please hit subscribe and follow along for future interviews. What is your name and how old are you?
My name is Gerardo Macareño. My age is 86 years old.
And you're still working?
Still working.
So how many years have you been working in this barbershop?
And here 43 years.
And before this?
And before in Emerson. Emerson Street, 10 years.
So you've been at this?
I have the other barber shop in Emerson Street. I opened over there 1972 to 82. 82, I moved to here.
So how does it feel to still be working at 86?
I feel happy. I think I start working, I die. I work all my life. I cannot stay home. I come in here, I talk to the people. I feel good.
It keeps you active.
I feel active, yeah. I work 5 days a week, Tuesday to Friday, 9 to 5, and Friday 9 to 4. They close Sunday, Monday.
So what does this barbershop mean to you?
It's my life. My life. I came from home. I came from home to here, and here I feel different. I feel happy. I feel talk to the people. It's my life.
You're a very social guy.
I'm a social guy. Yeah.
So can you share a little bit about where were you born?
I grew up in a small city named Santa Cruz del Sur, in Provincia de Camagüey. Provincia de Camagüey in Cuba.
Was it a very small town or something?
It's a small town, about maybe 40,000 people.
And did you have a big family?
I have a big family. Well, yeah, I have a we different. The Cuban people is very close to family. So we call family everybody, uncle, cousin, family, well, as uncle and cousin.
And you always got together with everybody?
Together all the time. Have a good time.
And were you a very quiet young boy? Were you very outgoing? I'm going to guess outgoing.
I was quiet.
You were quiet. Can you describe kind of the neighborhood? Were you always outside playing? Were you reading?
No, we coming from very poor family. My father divorced when I was 4 years old. My mother working very hard. Very, very small, town. And going to school, girl, start working when I had 12 years old.
You started working at 12 years old?
12 years old.
So can you describe, what was that like? What did you do when you were 12 years old? What work?
Barbering.
So who introduced you to the barbershop?
Oh, okay. It was summertime. Staying home. My two sisters and me fight all the time,
You were fighting with your siblings?
My sister fight, the boy, the girl. And my mother one day said, get out of the bed. You go to the barber shop, you learn barber. No, I don't like it. You go. I don't like it. You go. And I went, my father was working already.
So your father was a barber?
But my father was a barber. What you don't know, Mama said, okay, take the broom, clean the floor. Yeah, you stop.
So since 12 years old, that summer, you went there, you started out sweeping.
I started working 8 to 12 afternoon. Go home, the house was 2 blocks from the barber shop.
Okay.
Take a lunch, you went to school. 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Coming to the barber shop to 10 o'clock night.
And so when you start, that's a full day. That's a full day.
Yeah, and later, working 7 days a week. And later, my father say, okay, working 6 days a week. So I have a Sunday free. And I'm working all day and going to school night time.
So that started at 12 years old, and then that's how you
So
continued.
now,
Wow. So do you remember the first time you said you started out sweeping? When was your first haircut? As a,
haircut was very good haircut.
do you remember who you cut?
Yeah. And the second was bad, terrible, terrible, terrible. It was called the boy cleaning the juice, Chinese juice, A free company, they tell me I take it.
So that was like a practice for you.
Practical for me. Later, it started charge 10 cents, 25 cents. I left Cuba when the haircut price was 60 cents.
So do you remember what years this was? About what year was this when you were starting to cut hair in Cuba?
Oh my God. Was 50, 51,
51.
51 or 52.
So when you were in that, you finished school and then you became a full-time barber.
I not finished one. The nighttime school was private school. I need pay. I don't have any money for pay. I get out of school.
Did any other members of your family work in the barbershop or just you?
No, only my father and me.
So when you were working with your dad, was it a friendly relationship or like a father-son in the barbershop? What was that like?
My father was very happy man. Yeah. I have a last friend. When I start working, I say my father next door I have a lawyer friend, a guy friend of my father's and my father. And the other guy owning the electricity in the city, friend of my father, they most of the time start drinking the barber shop, play poker. When I start, my father stopped.
So it basically became like a social place. So you watched your
People
father get to hang out with his friends.
play and domino something. Yeah, but when I start working, I say to my father, "Oh, you stop? I'm not working." He stop. They moved to the lawyer office. My father and me working together to March 16, 1968.
That's when you worked
When
until...
Castro taken the barber shop. He confiscated the barber shop. So I'm working for 15 days. They no pay to me. One guy coming every day, take the money. They call me to the one office because and I filled all the paper before for get out of the country.
Got it. So you already knew you wanted to leave the country.
And if they call me to the office, they say, "Okay, you have the paper here, you fill it all for get out of the country, going to United States, you broke it, and you start working for 100 pesos amount for the stay." I said, "No, I'm going to United States."
So they were trying to tell you that you could not go?
No, no. See, I broke and I continue working.
Okay, got it.
But I said, "No, I'm not working. I live there. I go to United States." So tomorrow 9 o'clock, you here. They take me working in the field, in the sugar cane.
So they took you from the barbershop to work in the field.
Next day, and just my father continued working in the barber shop for 100 pesos a month for the stay. Pero I work in the field and doing current sugar cane, semen for the barraca, they call for the army.
But why did they do that? Was it because you...
Because I finished all the paper to get out of the country.
So it was almost punishment.
Yeah, see, if I not do that, I cannot get out of the country. I want taking my children out of the country.
You already...
2 boys already.
You already had 2 boys?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So it almost was like you had to work for the right to leave? Almost?
Yeah. Working. They no problem, pero similar concentration camp. Similar the armed people from the army can be working. Yeah.
So can you describe what was that time like? Because it sounded like you had a really fun experience working with your father in the barbershop. But then, of course, the government comes in and they put you out onto the field to work in the sugar canes. Were you scared during that time? Or what was
scared?
really?
I scared, but I think of my children and say, I need to take my children out. I need to get out of the country because, and this time the situation in Cuba was very bad. Very bad. You can open the mouth, you for nothing, take you in jail, put for few hours in jail. I was for few hours.
You were put in jail for a few
In jail for few hours. Too many times. Before they take the barber shop. One time because somebody throw the paper on the tree, say Castro no good. And the other time because somebody say that they put the bomb at night time in the city. And the other time for nothing. They put a big gun here, he throw it inside the car. It take me. And one time take about 40 or 50 young guys.
Wow. All at once.
They put in jail for maybe 10 hours. And they come in the captain, the Castro cap. He say, well, we listen that somebody put the bomb tonight. See the bombers, they have bomb tonight in the city, we kill him. Yeah. And they know about 10 hours later, we get out. See?
So this was when you already had a family and you were in the field for how long? How many hours per day?
6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock afternoon. Cuba time. In the middle of the day, it's terrible. I said, oh my God, please help me.
And how long did this go on?
It's about 2 years.
For 2 years, you worked in the field.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell me about what it was like when you were finally able to leave? How were you able to leave?
I was in the field in the camp. They went to my home. They in my city nobody know me for Gerardo, sino for Papa.
For Papa.
And the guys from the immigration went to the house. Was one guy that we went to school together. You know, he gone. He called to my wife. The Papa name is Gerardo. So they said, prepare everything because you're free. You can get out of the country. So my father went pick on me.
So you were not home when this happened?
No, I was in the field.
But your wife and kids?
My wife, my children were there. My father went pick on me. And I was crazy because I saw my father because I thinking something happened to my children. What happened to my children? What happened? No, nothing. You're free. You can get out of the country. So I came to the city. I went to immigration. He say, okay, I lead to my wife and my children went to the neighbor house because they take a close there. They have.
They closed your house?
He take the family out. Yeah. So I went to the immigration house, office. He said, okay, I leave in tomorrow to the city. He said, no, you can't stay here. Well, you need leave before 12 o'clock night. See, 12 o'clock, 1 minute, you're here, you go in jail.
So just so I understand, the same day that you found out you were approved to leave, they took the home from your family.
Yeah, I wasn't home. I was in the field, but they take my children, my wife out of the house.
They sealed the home.
Yeah.
And then that same day, they told you have to leave that night.
They leave before 12 o'clock night, the city.
Were you able to get all of your things from the house? Or?
No, when you take nothing from the house, nothing, they only one clothes. And my wife told me my older boy have one toy big, and he won't take it, the toy for the friend next door. And the police take it. And my son says, is mine? He said, no, this is not you. This is a Castro. Castro the only the toy.
So you left with nothing?
and it's nothing.
So can you explain what was that like that night? Did you go to the airport or how did you?
No. And say we gone this night. We gone to the other city. And the guy needs sign the paper for get out.
So what city?
The city, I forgot the name. I try to remember. One more. And the guy say, you Gerardo, and open the door. We gone to the office was closed. He said, no, give him home. Say, you Gerardo? He said, tomorrow 10 o'clock in the office. It's a one night time. Next day, 10 o'clock, we go to the office and he said, you bring the paper. What paper? No, you need to go to the paper, the bank, everything. Today, 3 o'clock, here. We gone, take the paper, coming back. He past time, the children cry. One lady for across the street give me little book, milk and something for my children.
Oh, somebody saw your kids
from the window.
Wow.
If we were outside the office in the floor, yeah, about 11 o'clock, the guy coming 2 o'clock to the office. And he said, coming. He asked me for motorcycle. I said, I don't have motorcycle. No, you have it. No, I don't have motorcycle. Okay. Coming one lady said, we had the meeting. He said, get out of the office. For 1 hour, call me inside. He give me the paper.
So when he asked about the motorcycle, was he wanted like a bribe?
He asked me for the motorcycle. I don't have a motorcycle. Where's the motorcycle? No, I'm not a motorcycle. Where is that? No, I'm not having. Okay. So, give me the paper and we drove, somebody drove to Varadero. It's a beautiful beach in Cuba.
Very close to that town?
And no, similar from here to Los Angeles.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And get out. And next day, get out to Miami.
So that was how you went. So you drove.
No, somebody drove.
Oh, okay.
No, I know.
But so sorry. So can you explain? So from that town where he gave you the papers, how did you get to? Like, what did your family do? They drove you to that beach town and then you took a boat?
My family, no, we flew.
You flew?
We came in legal.
Oh, okay.
We come into the United States legal, and this time the United States sent the airplane to Cuba for 5 years, Monday to Friday, 2 times a day, and pick up the same time the person take the airplane, United States responsible for the person.
Got it.
And the time people filled out the paper in Cuba, country need respect the people same job to the last minute, but he didn't differ. He take you out the joints and working in the field.
So do you remember the exact day that you flew from Cuba to the United States?
Yeah, it was January 20 in 1971.
January 20th, 1971.
It was about 9 o'clock in the morning.
And it was who was with you on that flight?
My wife and my 2 children.
So what was it
We
like?
coming together. Say, no, I don't get out.
So what was it like saying goodbye to your family that stayed in Cuba?
They cannot go into the airport. The family cannot. And this time the airplane get out the ground and doing that way to the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Because cannot fly over the ground. Because doing that, I saw my sister, my 2 sisters, and my brother-in-law and my nephew. That's way to the airport.
They were waiting outside where the airport was.
Right. And the guy from working the area mostly working in what's going on. Put the hand here, he said, no worry, you will be Boston. 24 years ago.
And so that day that your father got you from the field to let you know that the immigration had approved your papers, did you get to see your parents much more after that, or did you have to leave?
I don't see my father. The last time I saw my father was day before I left. He was wait for the going to Santa Cruz in the terminal. Correct. Yeah, somebody said, no, come over there. Yeah, you see my friend, we talking by phone only one time, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, because in this time, I don't have a money. I need pay here, dollar for minute. I don't see my father. I went to Cuba in 1979. I saw my mother. She was very bad. She died January, same day I left Cuba. I left Cuba January 20. She died January 20, the 83. You know, they hold my paper. They give me the permit for going to Cuba 1 month later.
To go, was that to attend the funeral or?
No, I want to answer the funeral. It says, the last time I went to Cuba, 1997, is the last time I was to say no more.
When you think of your childhood in Cuba when you were younger, is there any specific memory that is maybe the one you remember the most or is one of the happiest that you can share?
Too many things.
Too many? You said your nickname was Papo?
My name is Gerardo. Pero the people in Cuba, my father called me Papo. So everybody called me Papo. In Cuba, in Santa Cruz, for example, you know Gerardo? Nobody. El Papo, Papo el Barbero. The Barbero.
How did you set up your life in the United States once you got here?
I came to the United States, they gave me in Miami the Social Security, permit for working, because I am illegal, no problem. They know everything in my life. They taken me to immigration in Miami. Know the people in my neighbor, where I going to every night. Everything I did in Cuba, they know about me, my family. And so they give me permit for working, the Social Security. I working 2 times in Fontainebleau, I think, hotel in Miami
The
Beach.
Fontainebleau Hotel?
For 2 days.
Wow.
Cleaning the dish. And the other in one laundry. 15 days after I from Cuba, arrived in Miami. I have a cousin here in Palo Alto. Entonces,
So you had somebody that you knew already in Palo Alto?
my cousin, live here. They get out the 8 months before I get out Cuba. So his wife have the sister here.
Okay.
15 days I arrived in Miami. They saw the magazine, saw my name in the magazine. In my name of my children. So they called to Cuban house. He asked for me. He said, yeah, he was here. He and his friend that house. Give the phone number. He called me. He said, coming to Palo Alto. Yeah, very good school here. I said, okay. So in this time, United States want to take Cuban people out to Miami.
Oh, really? There was too many Cuban people.
United States pay flight to San Francisco.
And so how long were you in Miami before you moved?
But 21 days.
Only 21 days?
Only 21 days.
So that family friend, sorry, you said cousin or family friend?
No, in Miami?
No, in Palo Alto.
My cousin here.
Your cousin.
In Miami, I forgot to tell you, my best friend, he was in Miami. He drive the truck for deliver the clothes for the hotel, the restaurant.
So he was a truck driver for the hotels.
My friend, he listened my name in the radio. He stood, called the mother. He said, my brother here, Papo is here. She said, you're crazy. He said, Papo, the only Gerardo Macareño que I know is Papo is here. He go to working. He said, put somebody working for me because my brother here. He wait for me in the Cuban house, que they about 6 o'clock afternoon, after the whole day, taking me to Cuban house, and he said, "No, you're not staying here. You come to my house." He taking me to his house.
So, just so I understand, your best friend found out that you were coming to Miami.
He's reading in the radio.
So he's listening in the radio. He realizes that you're coming. He thinks it's you. And so then the Cuban house, was that the place that they were going to have the immigrants
The
stay?
Cuban house, it was the place, one building. People come from Cuba, they as they pass the immigration, everything, they put in the house.
And how many people lived in those houses?
I don't know, because I don't see the only,
You went in.
the only I go inside, son, I get out of my family and my friend. And well, I went to his mother's house. It was cold in Miami. They say, well, I feel cold. And when they opened the door, all my friends living in Miami were over there. The big table was full. My friend's sister cooking. Everybody over there. They were there, cry, everything. I collected $250. There's not everybody give me $50, $5. And next day, of all my family, my friend taking my family to the store for buy clothes, everything. And the other taking me to the store buy clothes for me.
So the Cuban community and your friends, they
Friends.
really took care of you.
Yeah.
They made it because they knew how hard it was to leave home. And so the day you arrived, they took care of you.
Yeah, my friend's sister called everybody. Say, Papa's here, coming here, coming in. Because I opened the door, was people, everybody,
What a welcome.
Cuban,
So you were in Miami for 21 days.
21 days.
So you were staying with your friend during that time.
In my friend's house.
So what was it like, you finally, Miami was a totally new place, but it sounded like there was a strong Cuban community with your friend and the other friends. So when you moved after 21 days in Miami to Palo Alto, was it only your cousin? Was there a Cuban community here?
No, it's the other story. My cousin's wife and the sister went to the church in Hamilton. And they said that Cuban people come and they don't have nothing. They collected the money and they collected clothes, furniture, everything. And they rented the apartment in Alma Street. It paid for 2 months for me and my family. And next day, I tell you finish story. They taking me to the welfare. They gave me $196 for every month and $96 in stamp. He sent me to a school in East Palo Alto. About 1 month later, the social worker went to the school and had interviewed everybody. There are a few Cuban people. Well, she called me and said, "Thank you for everything, but I want work. I know when you give money, Indian not doing nothing. I work since 12 years old, and not like, no, you need to stay in the school. You need." I said, no, I want work. 1 week later, she called me and said, "I found the job for you. You go finish school, you stay in the school, you clean the school, they pay you $400 a month." When I finished school, clean the school, I went to one small company, the janitor company, to Moffett, the base. He cleaned the hangar to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
So this is now in Palo Alto. You're taking school. Were you taking mostly English classes?
Yeah, English.
So you were taking English classes and then you were working as a janitor on the base until 2 a.m?
I worked in cleaning the school as they finish the school. 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. At the 6 o'clock, I went on the janitor, the small company to the Moffett, cleaning the hangar. The aeroplane, in the hangar, cleaning to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
That sounds exhausting. What was that like? That was the beginning of your stay in Palo Alto. How long did you work on this schedule?
And East Palo Alto, they promised to the social worker pays $100 more 3 months later. They not didn't. And she said, call me and say, get out. I said, I need work. He said, get out. If you went to Menlo Park, Peninsula Lithograph, and they looking for somebody
To Menlo Park?
in Menlo Park. Yeah, I went over there and filled out the application. It worked. To 3 o'clock. Said 3 o'clock, I went, I bought the car for $125, one car, old car. It went to San
Remember
Jose.
what car it was?
Was for, it went to San Jose to barber school to 7 o'clock night. And Saturday and Sunday all day.
And what was that school like? Because you had already,
Barber school.
but you were already a barber in Cuba, right?
When the teacher saw me, say, I cannot do nothing. You barber. The only I don't know was the massage in the face. Yeah, I ran in 2 or 3 hours. So the guy, the teacher sent the letter to Sacramento. He said, this guy is Cuban, he has a family, he's a barber. He loses time here and he working. He then called me for the test.
Do you remember what year this was?
Year and a half that I came from Cuba.
So maybe 1973?
It's 73. About
So
72, 73.
So you left Cuba, you came to the United States, and then 2 years later, you were finally able to be a barber again.
It wasn't easy because my English is good now. I tried. I know because it was one lady asked me the question. I didn't understand. One lady from Philippines. And she told me very bad. And one guy, American guy, I never forgot, tall guy, gray hair, was listening. He opened the door, talked to the lady. You cannot talk to about that to this man. Get out of here. Get out. And he sent down from me, he said, take it easy, take it quite well. My children fool my man. Take it easy, take it easy. Okay, we talking now. He asked me too many questions. I answered the question because I understand the guy. He said, no worry, you barber. Once for the test. The test was...
So this was before the test for the barber.
They got talk to the guy before practical test. The test was 1 hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, I made everything in 45 minutes. And the guy, was outside in the door. Come in and said, pick it up everything. When I get out, he pulled the hand in. He said, don't worry, you barber. 3 days later, I have a license in my mom.
And so once you became a licensed barber in the United States, where was your first job here in California?
In San Jose.
In San Jose.
And one guy called me 1 week later. You Gerardo, said, I need somebody working my barber shop. I know you have the license. Okay. It wasn't one place, making maybe 2 or 3 barbers a day. No. It was no business. I said, one barber from Palo Alto called me. He said, I need some barber working in Palo Alto. I said, oh, I live in Palo Alto. I started working in Lytton. In Lytton, the barber shop, a few months, the other barber and me opened the barber shop in Emerson Street for $850. By the barber shop, $850. We start working together, separate. I cannot talk about that because no was good to me. And the owner of the building helped me because the guy send expecting too much money. The owner of the building said no.
So you were now a full-time barber. What was Palo Alto like? Because this was in what year? This is in the 70s still?
82. I opened in Emerson.
So what was this area like?
I like it more before.
Can you describe?
Because I coming from a small city. Was more quiet. Not too many people, not too many traffic. The life right now is too expensive, too expensive. And this time I rented the apartment for $140. Wow. Now same apartment is about $4,000. Now it's good. I told you, now Palo Alto is nice. It's one of the best in the alley. Good people, no problem. Pero I like more, less people.
So can you tell me, because you've been in the area working so long, have you been cutting hair for multi-generations of the same family?
Yeah. I have 2, 3, or 4 people from the other barber shop. Yeah, I'm working here for 43 years.
So you've been cutting the father and the son,
Yeah.
maybe even
the father, the grandfather, the father, and the son.
And so what has that been like working in Palo Alto for as long as you have? Because you worked here through the boom of Silicon Valley. So very different type of people now, right?
This I like it more before Silicon Valley. Now it's more money, but more expensive. Now you're making more money, but you spend more money. Yeah, Silicon Valley changed everything.
And how about you're very close to the Stanford University campus? Do you enjoy being close to the university? And obviously you have clients that are students at the university.
I enjoy the students down because young people, it making me young. When the old people coming, I have a thing here that I feel old. But when young people from Stanford, super nice people, very smart people, and friendly, very friendly. I have people coming here, give me same grandfather, grandfather. Today I have 2 guys coming back from starting school now. Well, start now, start last year. For they going for the summer. And Gerardo, give me the order. Yeah.
So now, just to kind of close out, this is an amazing story, and thank you for sharing everything. You're 86 years old. You're vibrant, energetic. You're a great barber. What do you hope, or I guess, what advice would you give to younger generations, people looking as they're at the earlier stage of their life? What advice can you give to making sure they live a good life or a life they enjoy?
Those things I come from very poor family. I not have a time for play baseball, football, nothing in Cuba. Going down, 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 down. I was very difficult for get out Cuba. I made it. I get out. I get out illegal, sin problema. I stay here. Nothing. Working now. My children. I had 3 children. My daughter born here. I have 7 grandchildren. I have 2 grandchildren. And I am happy, but the new people don't say, get out the street, get out go to school. Try to, when you have the opportunity, this is the best country in the world. You have the opportunity to do everything. I have the opportunity, and I take the opportunity.
If you were able to see young Papo in the village in Cuba, would you ever believe that you'd be 86 working in Palo Alto, California?
I thinking too much of my life in Cuba on young, on the little boy. I close the eye, I see my family, I see how I born, how they have their family, how the city, my friend. I have a lots of friends, family. I had I'll say too many, I remember too many things from the little boy. And now, I don't believe it. He has 87, 86 years old. He start working. He start happy, looking the people. You see the people that,
Yeah. This has been a great interview. Thank you so much for your time.
That's okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming to listen to the interview today with Gerardo. It's a great conversation where we learn about his life, background, and how he's still running the Cardinal Barber Shop today at 86 years old. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you for taking your time.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.